moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, that for President Weah to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I would praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai,
my fellow Liberians, I am Anthony Daniel C. Gay Jr., Deputy Information Minister of the Republic of Liberia. Welcome to the third episode of the President Weah Thank You series. Today, it's time to look at his achievements in the education sector. 2017, the number of school-going persons had increased since the end of the Civil War, but the learning outcomes were poor. Many parts of Liberia were without high schools, and children who attended classes in dilapidated structures were taught with inadequate materials by many demotivated teachers who were irregularly underpaid as low as 2,500 Liberian dollars as a monthly salary. With few weak regulatory mechanisms in place, the unprecedented repeated mass failure of students in WAEC and UL entrance examination consistently exposed the failure of the government education system. President Weah's predecessor had conceded to these enormous challenges and had publicly confessed that the education system was a mess. President Weah inherited a mess and immediately started to reverse the downward trend the education sector had taken. President Weah immediately lobbied with GPE for $11 million to support early childhood education in 6 counties. 300 in-service teachers and administrators were trained, and grants were given to 550 early childhood education schools for learning materials. President Weah has also addressed the secondary education challenge. He has attracted $47 million United States dollars from ADA to enable him construct 3 model high schools in Banga, Kakata, and Ganta cities, and is rehabilitating 156 public schools across the country. He is smartly using the funding opportunity to upgrade about 25 public junior high schools to senior high schools to ensure that each education district in Liberia has at least 1 public high school. Construction works are ongoing at the 25 following schools: Dua Gatton and William V. Stockman in Nima County, Nomo Port Central, Draw, Gibsonville, and Troy Public Schools in Sano County, Barakan, Bonington, and Guiado in Maryland, Chibokan, Tomwa, and Koyakan in River G, Joseph McGill, Bella Fasama, and Gaga Bukita in Bapulu County, Orange Grove, St. John, and Guillotin in Grand Bassa, Bojize, Zamitown, and Yakatan in Rivers, Kokoya Central High in Bonn, and Bee Public School in Magibi County. Construction works are also currently ongoing at 18 early childhood primary schools across the country. To reduce the high rate of school female dropouts, President Weah ensured that up to $250 United States dollars was given as sponsorship from 9th to 12th grade to each of 3,000 girls in the counties with the highest rates of secondary school dropouts. President Weah is about to install an all-inclusive solar panel digital library in 157 public high schools across the country, and users will not need internet connection. All of the 157 schools have received $5,000 United States dollars each to prepare the rooms to deploy the digital platform. Since 2018, President Weah has paid half a million United States dollars annually as WAS fees for all students taking the exam. Under President Weah, the passing rate of students in WAS and other public exams has improved steadily. President Weah has also made the University of Liberia and all other public tertiary institutions tuition free to grant the poorest of Liberian students access to higher education. President Weah has sent 30% of the University of Liberia Teachers College and the Teachers Training Institutes to foreign graduate schools to specialize in different sectors of education to improve the teachers training program. The 30% have completed the training. President Weah has completed the rehabilitation and reconstruction of TV workshops in all six multilateral high schools. He has rehabilitated all of the trade workshops at BWI and has constructed TV workshops at the Kipamos High School. President Weah has removed over 1,000 gross names from the Ministry of Education payroll and has added 3,000 supplementary teachers who have irregularly received 2,500 Liberian dollars as monthly salary. Under President Weah, all public school teachers are paid at least 150 United States dollars gross salary. President Weah has established the Division for Disability and Inclusive Education for the first time at the Ministry of Education. And with the support from the World Bank, 40 teachers were trained to improve their abilities to identify students with special needs. To inspire nation building and patriotism, President Weah has reinstated civics education in a curriculum for Liberian schools. President Weah has developed several education policies to improve and strengthen regulation of the sector, including the Policy on Health School Administration, School Grading and Quality Assessment Tool, PTA policy, and Girls Education Policy, which introduced the recruitment and deployment of 200 guardian counselors in all public schools. All of these achievements cause us to forget that COVID-19 disrupted President Weah's development drive for a whole year. But even during the pandemic, he solicited help from the development partners and launched the COVID-19 Education Emergency Response Plan. Under the plan, lessons were aired by radio. 6,000 plus kits were procured. 150 watch facilities were constructed in public schools. Risk prevention controls were established to create safe environments for the speedy reopening of schools. During the COVID-19 pandemic, President Weah also provided relief packages for about 20,000 private school teachers who were not fortunate to receive salaries like their public school counterparts. Thank you, President Weah.
Ensure that this is the Labyrinth TV network. Like I said, today we are in Magibi County and we are before the BTK Barre along the Rousefee Highway. So today we are here. This is a very huge project here. And this is the substation for the Liberia Electricity Corporation for Magibi County. This place will serve the entire Magibi and as far as the airport. So those guys that you see right there, they are the security here, making sure that everything goes well. Things are in tight, property as well protected. All right, so join me as we go in. You see, this is Liberia. So you see right here. So I want to believe Magibi County will no longer go out of electricity. So you see, this place is well structured. So there is 68 kVA. So you see right there, 68 kVA. That is from Pinsville. Pinsville feeder 1, Pinsville feeder 2. So you see, it's very short, you know.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the time is, and from wherever you are joining us from, I want to say welcome and I appreciate your presence here. I want to welcome my own brother, Lucini Vani. How are you, sir? Appreciate your presence. Thank you for joining us. What I am showing you are projects that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah initiated while he was President of the Republic of Liberia. These are projects that President Weah initiated using your money, your resources. These were the things that Joseph Numa Boakai and his gangster told you that weren't happening in Liberia. They said that what we eat, that electricity we eat, that this one we eat, that one we eat. These are the things that President Weah did while he was in power. So I'm going to show you this second video before we start the discussion. But there is something I want you to do for me. And that I want you to do, you see the sign that is like this, I love sign. I want you to please hit it. You see the thumbs up sign like this. I want you to please hit it for me. That is what I need from you. I want you to hit that love sign with the heart like this. Just press on it. I want you to hit the thumbs up sign. Just press on it. I know there are some of you expressing shock. Wow, these things were happening. But that's the importance of this platform. When you come here, we gave you the facts. So again, while I'm playing these videos, I want you to please also share with friends, with family members, and let's all of us have a wonderful time. On this note, I want to say welcome and thanks to every one of you. So let's go ahead as we play this and then get ready to bring you what we are supposed to be bringing you.
So you see, okay, all right. So we go.
To solve the issue of, this current off and on in Liberia, His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah initiated this project in Mangibi.
Right there.
This project was to supply
So you see,
the RRA so as
this
to,
is Liberia.
get rid of
This is
the power
Liberia.
outage. 5 minutes, oh, current gone, oh, current
You see
here,
right
current
here.
gone, current here. So
This
this
is
place was
Liberia. This
built by
is
His
from the
Excellency
10 kV
President Dr. George Manneh
switchboard.
Weah to supply
You
Mangibi
see right
and
here.
as far as ELWA.
So all the places
So
you can see for
new
yourself.
machine you're looking
All the
at,
places.
brand new. These are all projects that His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah initiated. So let's go ahead.
So you see, so it's 22,000 footage. So it tells that this place is dangerous. So you see, everything is well organized. Painesville City and the feeder side of Magibi will no longer go on the electricity when this place is functioning. So you see, this is Liberia, like I said, right? This is Liberia. You see here. So you see, we are taking you through so you can do your own observation, right? So you see, so you see, so we are walking through this entire facility. We're walking through this entire facility. So now we are getting outside. We are through the viewing of the indoor. So now we are going out. We no longer complain when it comes to electricity. So Liberians who are residing in Magibi County very soon will no longer complain when it comes to electricity. Like I told you, one of our video that the extension of electricity was ongoing gradually, and we are right here in the compound of the substation, right here. So you see, we are right here. we have right here. You know, the whole year is well paid.
Mm. They can't hear you.
All right, so fellow Liberians, I'm going to stop right there. Time is of essence, and we got to do what we got to do. I want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you. Let's go to our live feed as we welcome some of our people that have joined us. Those of you joining us on our personal page, the Prince Sharif page, I want to say thank you so much and I welcome and appreciate you. Those of you joining us under the Palava Hut, the platform, the page, I want to say thank you so much. Those of you joining us from the Metro uh, media, I want to say thank you and you are welcome also. Those of you joining us from the Kings FM page, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining us. Joining us on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us on Twitter, on X, and all of the other platforms that we are streaming live on. I want to say thank you so much. Again, I want you to please do us a favor, hit for us the share button, share with as many friends as possible,
Mhm.
and let's have a wonderful time this afternoon, this morning, this evening, based on where you are. Thank you again. And I want to welcome my brother Jake. Jake, welcome, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Then salute and respect to the followers. As Prince said already, you are please help to share. Sharing is free. Please help to share respect to all the followers. And Prince, you just show a multi-million-dollar project by the former president. That electricity project is a massive. But Prince, a lot of people don't talk about these things then. Yeah, but it's a multi-million-dollar project. But then why the United Party, the president finish helping them, why they struggling now for electricity? Because they were boasting before. You know, that all our lives will be called will put hole in our lives. You know, rainy season is normal in a lot of countries. Current will flow. These same people say dry season. We always have hard time concerning dry season because of multi-million-dollar project.
And you know what President Weah was doing was to solve this issue of dry season, no
Mhm.
electricity, no power sharing. That's what he was doing. Now, I have all of these videos. What he was doing was to build power stations in the Vera County. I get a one for Grand Bassa, get a one for Magibi, get a one for Lofa, get a one for Nimba. Everything is here. We're always showing it. So what he was doing was to build a power station in all of the
Every
county
year.
that he can tackle the issue of this dry season nonsense. Oh, no current here. Oh, no current. And that's what he was doing. But you see how we destroy our own progress?
Yeah. For
And
sure.
people say, oh, yeah, that one we eat, that one we eat. And
Yeah.
today, what is happening? The people who come, who are there and saying that they have the experience, they can change things, make it to work. Up to now, they have not done anything. And I listening to the press conference today. Maybe we'll play it that Jeremy Pia had. That boy used almost 30 minutes of the time to talk about President Weah projects. All of the road projects. He used almost 30 minutes of the time to talk about President Weah road projects. And guess what? The
Mhm.
ones President Weah did not pay for, or the ones that he did not secure money for. You know what Jeremy Pia said? Right now, the government is looking for partners to help us. But all of the ones that President Weah initiated, you will say this one is 80% completed and we'll complete it. Complete it. This one is 50% completed, we'll complete the rest of it because the money is already there. All I will play it here. We play it here today. But all of the ones that President Weah did not touch up to now, they've not found a single person to be able to help.
Mm.
Not found nobody to help.
But I will find somebody. We are told you from the beginning the people struggling. The United Party is struggling, you. I beg your man.
My brother Jake again, I want to say welcome. I know there are several issues we want to
Mhm.
talk. Yesterday you wasn't with us,
Yeah.
and I'm going to give you an opportunity so we can hear from you from this identical issue that we talked about yesterday that has to do with the domination exercise and how kids. I want to welcome our sister Nina Queer. Thank you for joining us. And how kids were affected, how the kids were even crying. that they may not be in school. That some of them are sleeping on under tables. Some of them are sleeping on stools because the only place that they had and knew as a home was broken down. The place that was sending them to school and paying their school fees, medical bills that their parents were renting, those areas were destroyed. But I will play you the video here, my brother, and then you are going to take it from here today. You are going to take it from here, and we'll hear from you because I know that there are several. And let me just bring this first video. These kids is heartbreaking.
So how do you feel about
This is it.
Yes,
okay so being involved in the process?
yes.
So how do you feel about this
So here is it.
and you're also being involved in the process?
Yes.
So how do you feel about this whole process being carried out?
Ah, because I'm more than the horses and the girl.
Mhm.
When I went on and I'm paid for all to go to school, will not go to school. Then they can't break our horses and from here, nowhere to go, nowhere to stay. Sleeping in school building there, in a school building, so now we'll not sleep that was in the kitchen and and the places will sleep.
You currently go to school?
Yes,
Which school?
I'll go to Koromwasi,
Your class?
6th grade.
Okay. Is there anyone else that you want to say?
My brother Jake,
Mhm.
yesterday, as we discussed this topic, it could not just run off my head.
Hmm.
I was thinking more than 100 kids done. They break their parent home. These kids are saying some of them they sleep in schools. Some of them sleep under the market table. They don't even have food to eat. The government that is supposed to protect her people, that the people supposed to be the number one priority. Look at these kids. My brother Jake, let's hear from you.
Let me say it to the followers here. We are all Liberian. We pledge allegiance to our country. We got our political differences, but in reality, we are one nation under this particular flag that we all pay homage to. When we're independent come, we can put aside political differences and come together through outside of Liberia, inside of Liberia. But pray this a calculated plan that we don't really know about. Because there's people that say rescue, they came to rescue this country. How can you come and rescue you about demolition? What thing bad for me? What they talking about all in lot of yellow machine there? What the yellow machine actually about? Why they so certain committee concerning yellow machine where you get public work ministry and all that can do that particular job? Pray for me, there's a calculated plan. Pray, I think we're going back to the seeing Okre database. We will go there. It's a group of guys in are ruling the country today. They call it, for me, they are native guys, but because they went to school overseas and other places, so they believe the bracket are set into a certain group they call elite. So a native Ghanaian saying they are elite now, that's the question. Like you look at the government that are ruling. Majority are native people children that never used to eat breakfast, struggling like Jeremiah Piade. If you look at them, where they came from, that background, all these people in the Gafuane, all of them, the people that struggle, they never born with silver spoon and mouth. But then why they acting like elite on the Liberian people because the Liberian people gave them power? Why? It's not time now. We have serious things to do. But even you, let me ask you, they don't have disaster fund. They don't have fund for demolition. They don't have fund for demolition. I think they have a
They have the
budget.
disaster management committee. In fact, they have a
Mhm.
whole committee. They
Yeah.
have a whole team, and that team has a budget. But unfortunately, my brother, when you have a leader that doesn't care about the people, that his agenda is not about the people, but about himself, he only want to ensure that his health is okay and don't care about the people. These are the things that will happen. So that disaster management fund, these are some of the money that Joseph Nyuma Boakai is using to travel. in places, travel from one place to another, keep himself fit and his own goals. He doesn't care about these people. Yesterday, when President Weah used those resources for the people, you know what they said? Oh, anything
Our
that we are
pocket
bringing,
money.
you put more our country money that we are
Yeah,
going to eat it, our country
we're
money.
eating.
Now
Yes.
it is the country money. But guess what? It's going in people's pocket. What the majority of the people continue to cry. Look at this label. He said he's sleeping in school
Yeah.
on a market table.
Praise the man brought heavy calamity upon these people, man. The struggling country already. We're one of the poorest in the West African region. To tackle the main things now, for people that have been there for over 30 to 40 years. My question I ask, that demolition, what is special they want to build on that land? It's a government project or individual or some level, the guys they want to build warehouses and stores and other things then. So it bad for me. How can a country imagine? I think they were calculated. The only thing they never implemented because they never implement this particular demolition in the rainy season. So it was all waiting. They were waiting for the dry season to do this thing. So but pray it bad for me. The country is already in disarray. The project led by the former president, you're not even completing this project. The main things that to tackle in your arrest agenda. There's nothing in your arrest agenda called demolition. You're talking about agriculture, road, sanity, electricity, all these things that your agenda. But you deviate from the whole agenda. You deviate from your arrest agenda. Now that the pro-poor agenda, where you saw all the pro-poor things are happening. But the whole government in disarray. It's a baffling mean, it's seriously disturbing the whole country. And people, no hand out for these people, no funds. You don't even put the military engineer battalion who can come and build things and other things in. They, they, I can call it quick housing unit. They can get in less than 2 weeks time. A lot of countries have done it. We don't have all these we don't have all these people to do this thing to at least they destroy your property, but you'll be here for the meantime. Then we can tackle all these things. But the president says upon it, he just destroying people thing, he chicken the country, oh God cannot make new land, all this story here. So but president bad for me. Seriously, I don't know how the United Party thinking in their sorry game. You there? So I don't know how they actually thinking, Prince. I don't know how actually thinking. It's
The
so
thing
sad.
is,
It's
the thing
sad.
is, my brother, with this particular demolition exercise that is going on, it tells you how unserious this government is and that the government doesn't care about the people. Before you can carry on these kind of exercises, you must always have a backup plan. Even in our lives, we have backup plan. Knowing very well that those areas, they were not just inhabited by the people like that. They bought it, they purchased it, they paid for it. They used their hard-earned money. They did not just go and invade the land and became owners of the land. They purchased it from people who had original documents. As a government, knowing very well the kind of situation our people are faced with in terms of no job and etc., a cluster country, you will always have a backup plan, like you talk about the military. What we expect is that with all of these demolition exercise that is going around the place, that this president, who you think will have an experience because of his age and also the time, according to him, he spent in government, you would think that, well, I know this is going to be rough. So let me use the army to build some kind of quick impact
Makeshift houses,
plan
yeah.
so that when these people homes are demolished, they can go there at least for some kind of 2, 3 months before they can find themselves somewhere to live. That's why you would think that any sound government or anybody who has a compassion for human being, that the initiative he will take. But unfortunately, that is not Mr. Boyka. He doesn't have time for that. He doesn't care about that. The people are without jobs. You downsize their husbands
Yeah.
and their wives. You take some of these people after they were being downsized, they decided to use that money to buy a motorbike that were bringing income for them. The motorbike run, gave them money, so at least to take care of their family. You took those motorbikes from on the street. You said they can't run. So you have paralyzed them financially. While they are in their houses, trying to see how best they can be able to, make life for themselves. Somebody wake up, want some money, say the entire Satan is for him. The entire Lokinta is for him. The court say go and evict. You know what they did? They broke down. In Boakai's mind, in Boakai's government, eviction means break it down.
Yeah,
It's
demolition. Yeah.
eviction. Go and take the person from inside. But to
Okay.
them, in this Boakai government, no. Eviction means go and break the building down. That's what happening.
Okay. So, let me ask you the hard question to the followers here. Let me ask you I've been asking the question. So there's a man you think that will come back and ask the people for 2029? When I say the person will not run, he don't care what will happen. He will be 86 years old. 86, please. 86, 2029. A real age will be 86. Going forward for 2029, going to 87, 88, 86 years old to rule up. So you think with all the thing the president, the government doing now, they in total disarray, nothing tangible. You think the president will come to us like run people? You think with what going on, you think he will run 2029? Me, I believe he will be a one-term president. He care. Because you're not come back to the asset like people. Or you think sorry again, they will hire in the basement or places that what they did the first time to run campaign for you at the age of 86 years. Well, what will be doing here? He will be standing on podium. Well, right now, I will speak. You saw the soul now. He asking people and all, can I let them know sit? Can they say, can I let them know sit now? The thought is not there anymore. They are the end. Jeremiah Kun said they bring that video it's a real video that the president brain will go down. And we seen it live in front of all of us here. We seen it going to 3 years. The brain, I saw them going down. The president's people think the president is in control, but I always tell people the guys when they got behind the scene. The president he's not calling the shot. That's why he had they protecting every phone. So that's why the question I see, you think the president got that face to come back to the Liberian people?
Let me tell you this, my brother. Joseph Numa Boakai has absolutely no pity for the people. That's the first thing before I even go to
Okay.
the answer. He has no pity. When you look at a government, there are three cardinal responsibilities of every government: the well-being of the people, to protect your people, to make sure your people are secure, to ensure that your people are protected and they are secure. Look at what Boakai is doing. Does it prove that this man cares about the protection of the people? Does he care about the safety of the people, the security of the people, the well-being of the people? It's an absolute no. Look, Boakai have come to destroy. I don't know whether he has this deep hate for Liberia, because when you look at the way Mr. Boakai is proceeding, it's almost like somebody has hate in their heart
For
for
the
certain
country.
people and say, okay, since you deny me of this thing, now that are there, I will just destroy it. I'm going to give you an example. There is this guy, he used to live in the same area that, family live and whatever thing. So this guy was renting this house. It was a whole house he was renting. But then what happened was he used to sell liquor and other things in the house. So the old man that get the house, he rented this house for like I think 10 years. So the old man that get the house came, the old man said, no, you can't be selling liquor in my house. Even though you are renting the house, but when you were coming, I told you, people don't sell liquor in my house. You don't sell liquor in my house. You don't sell, these kind of things in my house because I don't want for somebody to come and can destroy this place. Liquor bring all kind of, she said, so you don't do that. So this guy got angry. Being that he had already paid for 10 years for him to stay in the place,
Mm-hmm.
while this guy was in the house, this guy was brave enough to start undermining the house. In the living room, because he was alone there. Actually, he was alone there. This guy was brave enough to dig in the living room,
Mm.
to dig hole in the living room. This guy was brave enough to take icy water and start whistling it on the
The
foundation.
wall. Yeah, the wall. Yeah. Wow.
When his time was about to elapse, the time that he paid for, it was about to elapse. My brother, that house was in total, I don't know. It was, look, the house, they got destroyed the house.
Mm.
You could see helaba cracks in the walls. You could see like somebody was lighting fire. Like when you using wood to cook in the house. The guy literally destroyed the house. And when his time was about to finish, I think 2 years or so, the old man, because she never used to go there like that and go and check the place up and other stuff. When she decided to go and check the place up, he said no, old man can't check the place up. He gets something, blah blah blah. The old man got to force it, and she went to Nuku Town to the court. So the court said, but I won't get a place. She has the right to check. When the old man went to check in her house, the old man yelled and fainted.
Mm.
The wall that was in the place, because they had this wall petition, like the pantry and other things. They got bossy. They got literally destroyed the house. You could see the body of the house. I mean, you could see like the facing of the house. But as far as the inside was concerned, it was destroyed. You could see
Mm.
the heavy chopping mark. Like they hit the wall, crack. When people went to find out, asked what that boy was using. When the guy left, the court has to evict the guy. When the guy left, it didn't even take complete 1 year. The whole side, the left side of the house, the side,
Collapse.
it collapsed. That side collapsed. So I'm saying this to mean that that guy had a deep hate in his heart for that woman, so he decided to put it on the house.
Yeah.
It's almost like what Mr. Boakai is doing. He has this deep hate. It's almost like he has a deep hate for Liberia and Liberians. So therefore, he decided, look, I will just damage things now are there. They can't just take me from there like that. I will just damage things. For example, look at the education sector. It's completely it's damaged. It's completely destroyed. Look at the health sector. Where President Weah left it, the Pape decided we spoil it, we break it down, we destroy it. Look at the infrastructure, roads. They are not even maintaining those roads. Look at the buildings. For example, just look at the how you call Invisible Park. You saw that place, the destruction that carry on there. No maintenance. How can a government be so evil to its own people? Look at it. Look at the Invisible Park. Look, the people are literally taking out the wire. Is this now witchcraft attitude? When we're down there, they have security 24-hour man in that place.
Yeah.
And
Camera off over there.
they had a camera all there. But that place now is in a total, I don't know, rubbles. When you go to PHP, but we saw the Sunday there, PHP.
Yeah.
The people who used to take care of that place, they're no longer there. The place now is almost like a drugs, I don't know, like a drugs hideout.
Yeah. Just hop.
Thank you very much, a drugs hub. All of that farm building. You enter that place, you are surprised. The men are cracking the place, they're spoiling it. I mean, real with an intention to spoil, as a mistake, with an intention to destroy. I get a video here.
But Prince, the why you know now, 2 years going to 3 years, be honest here. You, the political scene you see, you think the president in total control from your point of view.
Let me first of all welcome Leo, my brother Leo. Thank you for joining us. Welcome again. How are you, sir?
Yeah, Leo, salute. Yeah, you think the president in total control. What you know now, what you seeing beyond the scene. You think the president in total control, 100% control. That be honest here.
My brother, for me,
Mm-hmm.
what I would say when it comes to being in control,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Joseph Nyuma Boyka is in control. He is the president.
He
He was
know
the
that
one that
he know he getting security briefing every day. You think so? He know the day-to-day activity in the Republic of Liberia. when you saw energetic former president going to all projects, SATs, all the SATs then here, doing all these things then, you think the president in 100% control at his age in a health condition? That's the question. That's the question I always ask.
My
They
brother,
say
maybe
100%.
maybe Leo will come in on this your question. But let me say, for me,
Yeah.
my own standpoint, Joseph Numa Boakai is fully aware of what is happening.
Wow.
He's the president. He is briefed every time about these things. But Joseph Numa Boakai is just an evil, wicked old man that doesn't care. He don't give a hang about Liberia. Like I explained the story to you. That guy was just destroying the Oma property. You think that guy know that the Oma spent plenty of money behind that place to build that place? He knows. But because the Oma stopped him from maybe, selling other stuff, so he decided to take it out on the house. So Boakai is aware of all of these things that are going on. Look, the man is experienced. According to what they told us, the man is experienced. The man understands governance and government. So Boakai is aware. It's just that Boakai decided to just play a don't care attitude so that when he is stealing, other people will believe that, oh, the man, and now look, what he is doing, it's almost like there is this particular scenario where this criminal go to steal money. He get the money and he put running behind it. He put his hand in the bag, take some kind of bundle of money, and just throw it up. So he know that the people who are running behind him to catch him, they too they want money. What will happen? Their focus will be on that money, and they will forget about him. He will run away. So what Joseph Numa Boakai is doing is intentional. He just decided to just play a kind of laissez-faire attitude, so that while others are behaving the way they are behaving, he will be stealing, and people will not really look at him. While he's doing his thing, people will be blaming other people. Oh, but yeah, that people didn't do anything. That people didn't do anything. Oh, that people didn't cause. While he is getting away with major crimes. Look, Boakai is any serious country, Boakai will be investigated, impeached, and taken to jail with these things that are happening. So he just opened the floodgate and act like he is not aware. But seriously, he is aware. Other people stealing, other people doing their own thing, other people doing their own thing. So in our mind, we believe that Boakai is not aware. They probably not know. They people that are doing that. Boakai is aware. He just left it open or leave it open intentionally so that our attention can be on him. While he is stealing, we are looking at the other people. That's my view. My brother Leo, let's hear from you. He asked a question. Let's weigh in on the question. I'm sorry, we are not getting you. We are not getting you. You can go off and come back on. Yeah, go off and come back on.
Yeah. But then Prince, that just go straight to our topic, then you come on. I just ask
that is the issue, my brother. That is the issue. The thing is, whether Joseph Numa Boakai is running or not running, he is just a wicked old man. That's all. Because even if he is not running, right, you should be able to leave the place secure. You should leave the place in a better shape. You should be able to lead so that others can come and take after you. But that is not what he's doing. Look, anybody use the name of Boakai to even go in a village and run for a position, you will lose that position immediately because of the way he is behaving. So whether he will run or he will not run, but I see the man just to be a wicked old man. That's what I see.
Prince, let me come in quick before we go to our main topic. Probably not in the discussion, but probably you were hearing the corridor in like 2 days' time. You know, when I tell people the Unity Party can leak, anybody else won't believe it. The people within the Unity Party, I always call them double agent. People used to say CDC people need to leak. No, CDC can leak. Everything leaking out of the country with people getting first-hand information. Then when they spread or probably they change it. Let me say that my greatest fear in our country is about 2029. Print another leak. Probably you will hear it. That got on my table from my own source. Okay. Print, 2029, if CDC, the powerful opposition leader, not careful, they won't come back to power. The people They're having a serious plan now to change the NEC boss. Serious plan to change and put their own stooge, their own people within the Unity Party that were there before Ellen Johnson Sirleaf time because they want to go grace on power. Seriously, few days or few months will come. Let's say end of this month, before end of this month. Maybe oh yeah, maybe when we flag it now, it will not happen. You remember Joseph Baker suspended David Eto Brown Lasana? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they won't put it in motion now to change up and bring somebody within their circle that can dine and one with the president, with that surrogate, with their contention to put in the NEC to wait, to put in there for 2029 that when everything said and done, they will turn the result around. So everywhere they have that suit in the Supreme Court already. When the thing calculated, when I be calculating the 2029, I be emphasize. I will emphasize it on that time. God give me long life. That suit in the Supreme Court already set it. That lead the security apparatus with laboratory with the decide. But these people that they are appointing already, in case anything happen, and draw down to the Supreme Court to make decision, who they will favor? They will favor the Unity Party. So they putting people in places already. But you know what the people now? The people what's in the print? The people not talking about. They don't govern the country. That whole thing about 2029. I never see a government before that come to power to rule citizen alone that. But a whole concentration down to the executive branch of government, people in the legislature, everybody they're talking about 2029. It baffled me. It never happened before. You were ruling. You got a piece of job to do, to develop, to deliver the Liberian people that in case when you go ask them again, they will put in power. But everybody talking about 2029. It baffled me. So the plenty people, the plenty that sees it now, that in case election come 2029, the rep, they will hijack that nation. They will take vote around. You think 2020, you think they're going election? You will see the biggest fraud in 2029 election where ballot boxes they will intimidate because the security apparatus is on this guy win. They have what you people can do. What you people can do. So CDC got to think under the box. The opposition group got to think under the box because Unity Party want to maintain power. They seriously want to maintain power. That's the biggest thing. So you hear a few days from now from the corridor of Liberia. Maybe some media institution will pick it up because they got the distraction now concerning the Prophet K case and other things. They want to change the NEC boss to put their own surrogate in power. That in case 2029, they will just say anything they want to say. And you carry it to the Supreme Court, the highest court will say, no, this and that. That's one of the biggest plans. Let me see how the CDC and the other opposition group can baffle this kind of thing, how they can counter this kind of thing. So they need to start stressing it now. 2029, please. I'll always tell Liberia, it will either make Liberia or it break Liberia.
My brother, thank you. I want for us to go to our first major topic. When you look on the line here, this is something that we've been flagging from day one. We've been flagging it from the very initial of this show. Protecting our girls,
Yes.
protecting the vulnerable, speaking on their behalf. We said it here that this particular government doesn't care about the people. Report is coming from Grand Cape County, and this report
Yes.
is even under. I said this here once. I said it around this platform once.
Yeah, you
But
said
according
it.
to the LNTV, the government own report there in Grand Cape County, the correspondent says more than 27 students are reportedly pregnant at the St. J Public School in less than 6 months.
Now your country
The
now.
situation have raised serious concern amongst parents and school, authorities in the county. My brother, these teachers who believe that they are not adequately paid they've decided to take advantage of these students to pay their own desire.
Hmm.
It is terrible. It is very, very terrible. This is just Grand Cape, man. When I show you the information, and I will say it here, the information we have gathered, maybe they may not want to come up with it, but the information we have gathered from Grand Bassa, from Mount Gibby, from
Mm.
Riverside is terrible. And guess what?
Mm.
These people are informing the Ministry of Education that have decided that they will not do nothing about it. The Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Gender is informed about some of this sexual harassment. You see why when President Weah was president, he trained this guardian counselor in the schools? In all of the schools, they had guardian counselor that were there. These guardian counselor, they were there to ensure that these children are protected. That when people make any kind of funny advances to them, that they can tell this guardian counselor and they can report it directly either to the Ministry of Gender or to the Ministry of Education. So the children were free. In fact, some of the schools, these people were even afraid. I mean, some of the teachers were even afraid to even speak to students because the guardian counselor that were in those schools, they were not taking instruction from the principal of the school or from the vice principal. They were taking instruction directly from the Ministry of Education and that of the Ministry of Gender. So they were afraid to just do anything funny. But look at now what we are seeing. Look at now what is happening. Look at what is happening. Our children now are vulnerable in those schools because the people who are supposed to be protecting our kids, they are not. They are not protecting our kids. Our kids are seriously vulnerable. So Great Cape counted 27 girls, more than 27.
Yeah, more than that.
If any impregnating them, they are the teachers. My brother, what do you make of this? Let's hear from you.
Prima, pre, it's a shocking, there's a shocking headline. So it's never happened since independence. To count all the day boldly to say 26 or 27, but the presidents, the teachers, and whosoever, they subdue these girls because of grade, because they fail them, they merely fail these people to sleep with them. As you said, it more worse in the various counties than in Monrovia because somebody just flagged from Grand Cape have been happening for many, many years. But I don't think the government, I told you the gender ministry is weak. It's very weak. Nobody like hear about the gender ministry anymore. Like when people tired were there, you could see the working of the gender ministry, holding people accountable. And why they brought in our DNA machine, everything in teach them, but raping other things. But since the government took power, they swept everything on the road. They're not vibrant. They're not talking. So please, in real society, there will be an outcry, serious outcry from the people of Grand Cape County. The people scared of protest before Greco come and go unleash another police or then to kill them again. But mothers in that particular country, these girls that were wearing the black clothes at that time, the Nyomli Kanga City al protein, man, and Nyomli Kanga that were wearing the black clothes, all these people during George Weah era, where are they now? They would never speak out because why? They whining and dining with the Unity Party when they're part of the same government. So nothing will come out of it. It's so sad. As you said, our educational system now is gone back, it's gone down. It take another turn. 10 for the worst. 10 for the worst. Look at the University of Liberia, all these places. Lapidated University of Liberia in the modern era. It's when I tell you anytime we don't have money, you'll see. Because the teacher, they're doing this thing deliberately. They're paying these people, even your past, they will fail you. They see any beautiful girls in the classroom. The teacher first mind to sleep with this girl. And if you check it out, Prince, most of the pregnancy that honor age girls then. Honor age. So according to our law, according to our law, the Constitution, these people will be bring up. They should not catch all the. They ask this serious question and arrest all these guys. Most of the guys are not fit. Most of the guys are not even 18 years old.
No, they not reach 18, my brother. You know that.
14, 16. So
Sure.
it's a serious crime.
But you know,
the main question I'm asking now, beside the Republic of Liberia, can we flag it into the international community? This is all crowd. It's a serious all crowd. It's system that damage.
Nobody's there to protect these children and speak for them.
Never. So can we do really awareness? Please look at. I will give you an example. You saw these children in Nigeria that is garden and the Boko Haram. You saw that great awareness in America. Michelle Obama, they all came to that platform. Everybody. This are the kind of thing Oprah then you let to take. This kind of thing the United States government need to know about. Just see, I'll be telling you every day. The scene where they were checking, the scene where they were lying in the corridor of Washington, D.C. These are the cases people like to take because imagine they were even destroying Christianity in Nigeria. In Nigeria, Donald Trump got to come and bomb certain part of Nigeria. That what today that he say I'm washing all again for Christian. Anywhere Christianity is molested or crap down upon and coming with vengeance. I'm not even asking none. I'm not asking Congress for permission. I'm a president of the America. I get executive power. He's so aware, but this will be a serious outcry in the Republic of Liberia because it came from Grand Cape Mount County. Why is there more Ali than today that they say they affiliated with that county? Why they can say they cool out for fun and that claim that county whatsoever that whole region they come from. This will be outcry.
Yeah, I want to welcome our brother Leo back. Welcome, Leo. Welcome back.
Yeah. You can hear me now?
Yeah, you are loud and clear now.
Yes,
welcome
I had to switch between gadgets, man.
Oh, okay, I see.
Just using my laptop here, so things are all over the place. But thank God, I'm able to make it.
Let's welcome our brother Louis. Louis, welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prince. It's good to be here this lofty in Liberia's evening hour. Yeah. It's good to be here this evening, and it's good to be up here, and I will pray that we continue this thing, that we continue to educate our people so that we can be able to send this message out there. I'm happy to be here this evening. Let me say good evening to Dio, good evening to Biro Jack, and the rest of the team from our broadcast. It's good to be here from the Nation Capital.
Let's hear from you, my brother. Our first story has to do with the issue of Grand Cape Mount County. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. We have the Ministry of Education. Just so Jala.
Who your representative? Who your senator in Grand Cape Mount? Because you for down there.
One other woman call. How you call? Anyway, that God said she the one there.
She follow the unit. Let me ask you, the two people, they follow the Unity Party?
Yeah, we have just one CDC lawmaker. The rest, they are all members of the Unity Party.
Okay, I see why they're not speaking.
But Louis, let's hear from you. Grand Cape Mount County again is on the map. The last time there was a serious government massacre in Grand Cape Mount County. The last time again, their water was poisoned. As I speak, they are still in court. Where some of the fetches that was in the water.
But then, sorry to say before Leo can inquire. The CDC will petition you to begin representing Grand Cape Mount County.
No, I can't become representing Grand Cape Mount County. Will be something else, but anyway. So, my brother Louis, let's hear from you. Grand Cape Mount County again. After the people water was poisoned, you have the mountain that have refused to live up to its social corporate responsibility. Now again, people jump on our children. The Ministry of Education saying nothing. The Ministry of Gender saying nothing. Let's hear from you.
So, thank you. The issue of the Grand Cape Mount citizens or students over 35 plus person getting pregnant while in school. There's something called several educations on prevention of teenage pregnancy that the Ministry of Health and I think the General Ministry combined to have this awareness in rural counties to help our girls to not get pregnant at a teen age or unwanted pregnancy. But because both of these people, when they sit in Monrovia, craft the laws, and they say when Monrovia and not implementing these laws, they don't have several educations. When was the last time the Ministry of Health went to Grand County, went to house, door to door, educating the people on the issue of unwanted pregnancy? They are not doing these things. And they are money in the budget. There are a lot of fundings that come to the different ministry and agency for these purposes. But because they fail to put the resources into use, because they fail to do the right thing, at the end of the day, getting the half the numbers of TA pregnancy in a Pacific county, in a Pacific school. You will now find this thing happening in Massachusetts County. You will now find this thing happening in Massachusetts County. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we're getting you.
You will now find this thing happening in Massachusetts County. Because in Massachusetts County is a habit of political or the body politics. So you don't find that in Massachusetts County. Where are the people of Grand Cayman County? They are not speaking to these things. These things have an effect on our generation. Do you know how many girls children now are ready now not to get promoted to the next class? So you felt that a maximum 1 year, they will be behind. Their colleagues will go ahead of them. Why? Because of them. Some of them got traumatized in the process. Some of them get discouraged. They don't want to continue their education because they already got pregnant. The damage has already been done. What can we do as a country to prevent future occurrence of sort of incident? What can we do? Now we need to prevent this from happening. It already happened. What can we do to prevent future occurrences in rural counties, in the rural areas? So many teachers take advantage of the children. If you don't give me sex, I'll fail you.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes some of the senior students take advantage of the kids. You don't give me sex, we'll go to school tomorrow, I'll punish you. So at the end of the day, they're having sex without protection. These are unwanted pregnancy. These are unwanted pregnancy. I saw that information on the news. I said to myself, I wish the power hut had the resources. We will go to my county tomorrow morning and talk to the locals, talk to those affected, talk to the stop of the student who in the school, so that librarian could hear for themselves what happened in that school. There's need a deeper investigation. For you came on far, but we don't have the resources to do it. The work came on and talk to those students who in the school. You hear more, even the principals that are involved in these things. I bet you we take our microphone now, go to Grand Cayman County, go to that school. We don't know about that school exposed. Do you know what happened in other schools across the county? That's the Grand Cayman County alone. Go across the county. It's not happening there. I know those children who in the 9th grade are going to say why. Those in 12 are going to say why. They are afraid. People use sex to imitate our students. Make them afraid. There are more to be done. There are more investigation to undertake. But what happened? The Ministry of Education doesn't care. The Ministry of Education just do not care. I challenge you.
And she's a lady. She's a woman.
You don't get media outlet going to these places to talk to these people, to do deeper investigation. No, because the resources is not there. To go to Kema now, talk to school, from school to school, talk to them to know what's happening in the school. The media need to go to Great Kema County, have an investigation from school to school, as part of the public schools, to know the constraints student goes through. Apart from having pregnancy, some of the teachers take the student carrying the farm, to brush the farm, to scratch the farm. That's against the right of the students. No students should get, no students be in the boot making farmers for teacher. But because it's what we find ourselves, that the students are not protected in the rural areas. They're not protected. It's happening in Montserrat County. Who tell you make County alone? Even in the capital of Montserrat County, it's happening. Students are loving the teachers for grades. Students are loving the teachers for grades in Montserrat County. It's happening. I challenge you on that. Like the resources, let's go back from school to school, talk to students. Some of you here, you feel bad. Some of you gather, you feel bad about Liberia, about the poverty rate in the country. Because this government has introduced poverty. This is not the first time. I think 2024, Grand Cape of Boakai reported a sick incident of students getting pregnant in huge numbers, traveling from other schools. What can we do as a nation to prevent this thing from happening? I think this morning I found the budget to Prince. The federal ministry getting budget. These will get funding. What happened to the budget that's given to the Ministry of Education? They are not doing civil education. Guess what? To take the money and go to the rural counties to do more publicity, have civil education, one-on-one people. The Ministry of Education open radio station in Montserrat County. The Ministry of Education open radio station right here. That can read Mangibi. The radio station open, they can read Mangibi. They can reach Grandmaster. They can read where Bommy. But the open radio station. How many persons can listen to the Ministry of Education radio? How many persons know that Ministry of Education radio? How many persons know that? But because they don't want to spend the money, one person until I'm put in their pocket. That's why I do these things. How many times the Ministry of Education radio is going on? How many listeners they get? But we understand these things. These are the tactics they use to embezzle our resources in this country. They use to steal the resources of the country. The open radio station. Hey, who am I putting into them? Those who run the farm in the interior. How many have time to listen to radio? How many have put on the farm radio to listen to? You need someone to go to the rural area, go on the rural farms, the rural power station, where the people say they're doing a tie to educate them on these things. It's not about flyer printing. Somebody say, go put flyer around. No. About setting with the people, setting with the students from school to schools, listen to the student problem, listen to what the student going through. Then you understand the real issue and have a prevention method.
Thank you.
But this is not happening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me go you there. Let's go to our brother Leo. My brother Leo, Grand Cape Man. Somebody told me, he said, don't worry about Grand Cape Man. That is just almost like a case study. He said, when you go in the counties, it's terrible than what you see in Grand Cape Man County. It's very terrible. Yeah, the guy says it's very terrible. The man said kids as small as 13 years old are getting pregnant in the counties. So these teachers are abusing these children. And to your greater surprise, he said, Prince, do you know that some of these DEOs, when they complain, even go to them, they can threaten the children. You want to spoil a man's job? You want to spoil a teacher job? Don't tell that thing. You want to spoil a man's job? They threaten these kids. At the end of the day, most of these girls, children, they are afraid to even go back to school. So the number of girls that are in school, they are declining because they've been abused by the people who call themselves teachers, some of those people. And when they run to the authority threaten them and say, don't spoil a man's job here. My brother Leo, let's hear from you. This news that you are getting from Grand Cape County. Let's hear from you, sir.
Again, let me say hi to my fellow panelists here. Look, Prince, it's not surprising to me that under this government and all of these things will start surfacing. It's not surprising to me. Look, the small brother can only learn from what the big brother has taught him or what the big brother is doing. Why do I say that? A Monserrato that has all the security apparatus, headquarters, people are raping and getting away without impunity. I keep my people will be called, will be arrested, and you see people. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, Prince and my fellow brothers here. In Monserrato, these things are going on. My brother, these things are going on at the help of the big officers. Guys that are sitting in bigger offices, what are we doing here? Or are we surprised that on our GMB these things are? No, it's accepted. Look, the issue of rape has become unknown because why guys are going without impunity? You arrest somebody 1, 2, 3 times, the brother that beat man, somebody that beat man, teacher, principal, that beat person, he's gone. There is no accountability. Look, a country like Liberia that produced one of the first female presidents of the world. Liberia produced one of her finest presidents of the world, right? Or in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
The girl child is still not respected. The rights of a girl child in Liberia is still has not been put at a high prestige, at a high place to say we have to focus. Look, there's a saying that if you educate a girl child, you educate a nation. In Liberia, they are used for sex toys. I'm talking underage. They are used for baby breeding machines, and it has become a norm. And lastly, let me surprise y'all. These are all ritual acts, brother. These are all blood covenants, ritualistic things to keep guys in office, to keep guys doing the things that will keep irrelevant, and so that okay, they don't want to lose his job, and so okay, this is what United Party guys are doing. I'm sorry, somebody will say, "Oh, why are you making that a United Party thing?" But that's what it is, my brother. JMB is saying about all of these things that's going on. You know, when I last left, somebody asking, "Oh, is he aware?" The Papa is no, but he's just blatantly wicked. That's all. Our grandchild of the 21st century, like I alluded to earlier on, one of the finest. I don't care how you want to make it to be. We call her the political Maradona of our political landscape, right? Even in Liberia, the girl child rights is not respected. So they are used as sex toys, they are used as sex machine, sex worker, sex slave. Oh, go to your uncle, go wash clothes. Yeah, you're right. Go wash clothes. The uncle finish doing what? Oh, go to your teacher house. Go do your study class. You're right. 12, 13, why are you doing it? 9, 10. It's happening. But guess what? The big brother, a lot of these things are going on in your big brother house in Monserrato. They are going without impunity. Nobody is arresting them. Even if they are arrested, they parade them for the camera's sake and say, "My man, they pat you on the back. Go when you go sit down somewhere, your pay coming to you." And I keep man, these things are known. Ritualistic happenings. Under Excellency George Maiwia, these were the guys who were doing these things to make this his regime bad. But thank God, and look, I'm not up for the pain that our sisters and our daughters are going through. But see, God has his way of exposing evil.
Yeah, like reality.
Boakai.
Yes,
Now, these
yes.
things are coming up. Are you surprised that all of Boakai, these things are just coming up?
Yeah,
It's
it's
all
true.
blood covenants.
Yes,
Boakai
true.
is in a blood covenant. Teachers now, principals are hands in a blood covenant. They won't keep it.
Yeah, they were
Boakai
lying.
is
Yeah,
using
they
the
were
lies
lying.
in
Now
us.
everything coming on now. Yeah, they were
Yeah, so
lying to no
that's what it
date.
is,
Yeah,
Prince. It
it's
shouldn't be
true.
surprising to us.
It's true. It's true.
I yield my time.
No, you nailed
And
it.
thank you
You
so
nailed
much.
it.
Before we go to our brother Jake, I want to post something out here. When President Weah was president of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Claire Marie
Can you
Weah,
hear Prince?
took an initiative. And that initiative was
Are you
to
hearing, Prince?
launch,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they hearing me. That initiative was to launch a program called the He for She program. The He for She. That was an initiative that was sponsored by the First Lady. She was involved into it totally. I don't want people to believe you. Let me just give you a few bars of this particular, stuff here. Here is it. When the First Lady met, I get the one from Grand Cape County.
And
When she
ensuring
met,
reduction of maternal and infant mortality and addressing infertility. So the First Lady wanted to have that contact with you to introduce herself. I know a lot have been complaining that they never met the First Lady, but it was just a matter of time. She's been busy in traveling, trying to find ways to help the women of Liberia. Good morning, everyone. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised to see so many women here. I want to thank Councilor Gray and Mark of all the different women. Please, we're not trying to limit you, but if we can just say what we have to say. A lot of people are not aware that without fixing the roads, right? A lot of companies or countries will not come in because they have to have channels of all these companies who are making, or countries who are making promises to us. The only reason I would want that company to come here is for one reason, for my woman to be employed.
now, I want to stop this right here. Right? I
Wow.
want to stop this right here. This is the First Lady. When we come here to talk, Jake, like you always said, we have facts.
Mm-hmm.
First Lady, I have more than 3 videos where she engaged with women. She engaged with girls. Girls' education on sex. She had even a parade and she was involved with these girls, teaching them on how to protect themselves, how to be able to report these things. Guardian counselor, they were trained. Today, the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Katumu Boakai, will wear shades on her face and will pass around. And you not even seeing this women, this particular First Lady engaging the women of Liberia. Under her regime, rape has become prevalent. Our girls' children are being abused. Under her regime, a 13 years old girl was abused by a minister, J. Brian McGee. The police say, when I see DNA machines for the men are guilty. Y'all go see that. My question to you, Jake, you will
Mm-hmm.
pass around with this. The Ministry of Education, who the minister is from here, America, a Liberian who got her education, her training from here, the United States. You don't see this woman engaging with girls in the school to engage with them so that as a woman, they can learn from her. She will use herself as an example to say, look, girls, look at me. As a lady, I am able to come this far. Use my example. You can see her engaging in such. When this woman went to Liberia, she was able to do a tour of Liberia. She went there for tourism. She was patrolling all around the county to prove that, yeah, she can't, she won't go. At the end of the day, when she left from there, the system became rotten, it became worse. The Ministry of Gender is not saying anything about these girls. Our girls are vulnerable under this government that the vice lady or the how you call it, the first lady is an elderly woman who you think should understand culture, should stand. The woman says she's a prayer woman. Katumu Boakai says she's a prayer woman. But the prayer woman here have abandoned these children, can't even talk to them, can't even have interaction with them. My brother Jake, let's hear from you. Do you think that the Ministry of Information, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of how you call youth and sports, the how you call gender ministry, do you think that these people worth the present with all that is going on?
Praise. Me, I'm a sharpshooter. The whole government is naked. It's a flop. Seriously flop. The Liberian people you can see the polling in the street. They're regretting they're regretting the choice they made. All that stealing thing they did to take the election. The gender, you can hear nothing about the gender ministry. You can hear nothing about pro mass. They're only looking for that job to pay that mortgages, those that came from the Western world. Let me tell you the truth here. What you catch me here, Emperor? I finished seeing it now. I see why George was a veteran, he's a legend. He got an open, eloquent woman. I finished seeing something today. The video you just played. She said, bring beyond the former president. I see what the president can call George. I see what the president used to call her the rainbow. I see why one time he made a statement in the church. He said, my wife is a rainbow, but like people not even catch what they call rainbow. She educated, eloquent. She know what she talking about. Look at the statement she said. No company, nobody can invest in Liberia will not empower women. It's true. If you look at the Western world, how we live, women now around the world is like a chicken egg. Seriously, chicken egg around the world. If you play with them, your country bound to doom. Seriously, you don't get, because every great man in the world now, they having girls, children. All the great partners, all the great billionaire, the multi-millionaire, that the great president there, that the Donald Trump there, he worship his daughter called Ivanka. So if you cracking down on women, if your government can crack down on women, if you elevate women, you will get a piece of the cake around the world. And what the United Party don't know, you get the cake around the world. If you crack down on women, if you crack down and sincerely crack down on women, you not outlive your society because a vulnerable group of people, you're bound to doom. Seriously. These people, these are special people. But you see what Clamarie we are, you see why she built a whole foundation. You see why she did her whole foundation and other projects then? Because she know women are vulnerable to society. So when you keep them in check and educated, forget it, you're bound to win. You're bound to win. Look at all the great first lady. Go to Fatima Bio, East Sierra Leone. I'll give her colors. Go can see the kind of project you undertaking for. I know because I remember Mala Bio where medicine, Mekla Marie, we had the same discussion. Go see the kind of foundation the woman have in the country. As I said, bring you nailed it. Katuma Baka was an older woman. Was to cater to people. Imagine her foundation was taking money from people, telling them they would travel. You know that's so that we broke in this country here. She know where she comes from. During her husband day, where they squandered that money, she know where she came from. She was selling pepper color. She was selling to that particular Miami area. That we are here. We know the story. I live there. We know the story. So she's gonna be one of the person, the champion. And she could pull the political thing away. She could work with Claire Marie Weir and show her the connection. Like what I told the people here. I was in circle with the former government that knew I told people on this platform. If the president gonna team power, like we're gonna be a different group of the president gonna be a different thing. The president had billions of dollars. Project that were already you were come to on taking the country because they made a lot of no promises that country leaders around the world made to this former president because it was certain that the president could maintain power. That was a lot of great African leaders were angry when he considered. He said, George, you considered that? That thing ruffled a lot of African leaders around the world. Even the United Party, that be obvious. They were not expecting to win the election. The election was a fractional election, but the citizen never had I always point people. One day I will pray. One day that's somebody asking the question here. The NEC, the Malcolm McCarthy, they all they destroy the country today. They stole that election. Imagine an American ambassador were working with the NEC with Lasana with that brand today. Yeah, now they won't take off from position now. Pray. Our country is doomed. Let me tell you now. These people, the Minister of Education, the gender. You don't hear about the gender ministry? I don't ask question. You heard people, pieces all around the corner of the country. Piece. But you don't hear the gender ministry. You don't hear nothing about them. Through the gender, we brought DNA machine in the country. The DNA machine ever to exist of it first come because of women, because of the women. Because George was a champion for women rights. For women, that is record. But the United Party, nothing happening. Pula for Fanane, they from that Grand Cayman South, that whole region. Normally, Kankas or speaker. I mean, it's protein, marching, in black clothes. All this. Where are they today? It's this. These people, they need to go. They need to lynch and security apparatus in Grand Cayman County arrest all these people. The senator from Grand Cayman County, the representative, they sort of take the flag to them. They sort of, some of these people arrest these people, take Grand Cayman, they say, no, we cannot be sitting in this country, this is happening. So our women are vulnerable, brother. Our women are vulnerable. That's why you see, you can see today, Prophet King, he saw the whole country. He saw women. Because the same women today will come to that topic. Because our great women that people used to worship, the great Michael Johnson sang in these people's name. But because of politics, we have a men that destroy the beautiful Liberian women and by bringing insult into our politics. You can destroy issue, you can discuss the issue, but I don't know, it's so beautiful women. So it's sad, man. It's sad.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to play this video before our brother Leo comes in. This is the first lady in Grand Cayman County meeting with women, meeting with young girls.
Prince, are you saying something?
Yeah. You are not getting me? So this is the first lady of Liberia.
Now we're hearing you.
Yeah, but Prince, I don't think Prince is hearing me.
No, I'm hearing you. I'm getting you.
Hearing me?
Yeah,
I'm hearing you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll assume that I'm not hearing you, but I'll assume that you want me to speak now, right?
Yeah, just hold on. Just hold on a bit. I want to play it. So, okay, this is the first lady of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Claire Mary Weah.
Let me get out, because every time you preach, you go out and come back.
Okay.
I don't know.
Go come back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me.
So this is the first lady, Madam Claire Mary Weah, meeting with women. The one that I show you was in Monrovia, Mosorado County. This one is in Grand Cayman. I have all of the counties that she went in and met with women and encouraged them, talk to them that we should protect our children. And this is the video. I'm about to play this video, my people. Your watch. She is in Grand Cayman County. The county today that is vulnerable, 27 plus of our girls were raped by teachers and impregnated by other people. This is her. Let's listen to this program. She's meeting with the women in Grand Cayman County and students. Women. Who's Grand Cayman? I will carry it for you to see.
First of all, I just want to say before I start, thank you so much for the warm welcome. As I was entering Cape Mount, and my friends who came here before, they told me that it's such a beautiful place. And when I was entering, I was like, wow, why? It wasn't easy, but it's worth it. You stood tall to challenge the status quo, demanding your rights. You are our heroine, and I'm proud of you all. However, there's still a lot to be done. The violation of your rights is increasingly alarming. These situations can lead to serious physical, psychological, and reproductive health consequences, which is in many cases can lead to death. This is unacceptable, and we condemn them in the strongest possible term.
I want to stop here. This is the first lady, Madam Claire Mary Weah, educating women. Went to them and say, "Come to me." She went to them in the county, educating them that you got to stand up for your rights. We will empower you. We'll be there for you. Don't allow people to take advantage of you, abuse your children, and abuse you. It will not work. There was a serious reduction in sexual-based violence and etc. in the county where Madam Claire Mary Weah was there. She launched the He for She movement. I get a video right here. But this particular government, that you think these two old people, the old men and the old wife, will be at the front to say we protect these our children. They're there enjoying themselves as old as they are, while our children are being abused. My brother Leo, let's hear from you on this particular issue. The Ministry of Gender is silent. The Ministry of Education is silent, and these are all women that are there.
Yes.
Let's hear from you, sir.
Prince, it's on purpose. It's a deliberate act for them to be silent. It's on purpose, my brothers. Look, first of all, I always say it's not every woman who has given birth is a mother. You hear the former First Lady, Her Excellency Clark, She spoke because she's a mother. She came from a place of motherly care, especially for her gender, her kind, for the rights of a woman. In a country where we have the gender minister, female, you name them, all of the female that are in high offices in Liberia that are not speaking, that are suddenly gone mute. Because Prince, these people were speaking in just where regime.
Yes.
They were very loud.
Vocal,
Why
yeah.
aren't they speaking? Prince, when you sell your soul for a piece of office job, it keeps you to shut up. It tells you, shh, because if you open your mouth, we get rid of you, get out of the office. But our government don't want to look weak. But our government don't want to look bad in the eyes of the international world. So what? All of these rape that are going on, the general minister must speak so I can lose my job? No, her soul has been sold. Who was in office? The man who was whining and dining with the devil himself. What the Bible says, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. How can the devil show me a Jesus to be his friend? The general minister must keep quiet because if she speaks, where is the moral value, Prince, in this whole thing? There is no moral value, it's gone down. She will not speak, it's deliberate, it's on purpose.
Yes, true.
It's a paycheck. It's a very willful act that our girls will be punished and suffer in the hands of evil men and our gender ministers, women of prominence, even female pastors. And I mean, I will not even go to our first lady, Madam Katumo, because that one I don't even expect much from her. That woman, I'm very disappointed. But again, how much can you expect from a woman who don't even value the lives of her own kid, right? Or own kids. So I will not expect her to go on the defense for a female child. No. But when you sell your soul to the devil tells you, hey, for this little peanut, shut up. So Boakai can look good, keep quiet.
How about Jeremiah Kungweth? How about Jeremiah Kungweth? Well, maybe one day she will be the first lady. Hey, how about Jeremiah Kungweth, that beautiful woman? What said she highly educated, whatsoever. So they took an champion for this thing that going on in the country. Please.
My brother Louis, let's hear from you. All of the ministries that you think will be talking for these people are silent. The Ministry of Education is saying nothing. More besides, even what is even more shocking, the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, that should be seen as a mother, that should champion the cause in the protection of these children, she's completely mute, silent, and I don't know, she's almost like on pause when our children are being abused. When our children are
26th pregnancy. Wow.
No program from the First Lady that we are seeing. The last time we saw any program from the First Lady was for her collecting money from people to go to England or wherever, and that was another crook or fiasco project. Let's hear from you, my brother Louis, as you run up on this issue to go to our next talking point. What do you make of the silence of all of these people? Ministry of Gender, silent. Education Minister, silent. How you call Kula Fofana? I ain't want to talk about that girl because, like, I don't know. She has the government office have made her to lose that value. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
So we say sorry to my audience first. That's just sorry when I'm in the darkness. I'm outside the bush, but there's no current, so the place is dark. So control me for that.
Funny people say this every time current will be the Saturday current in drought. And this is the Saturday current drought people. Go ahead. The people say the Saturday current
of the city. I'm in the heart of the city. So that's the thing, Prince, and what's our guy? You don't compare a Katume Boakai who is a fraud donor and sell to the security who only after money for 12 years as a second leader of the country. Katume Boakai served as vice president where for 12 years in this country was frying donor for the security that was signed to his husband and the binding for him. Let's look at her track record in 12 years. What has she done for the people of Liberia, for the girl of Liberia in 12 years as a second leader of the country. Now look at the former first lady, Boakai Marie Weir, at the time when her husband was not even president. Boakai Weir was in a refugee camp during the civil crisis with her husband standing by him, helping Liberia.
The facts.
She was with them. So her husband taking on the position as president, it teaches nothing. A part of her DNA. It teaches nothing. I'm one of the beneficiaries of a workshop training that was organized by the first day for media practitioners in this country. I benefit from that.
Wow.
I can send you photos. I won't forget that I was saying photos of journalists that benefited from that. What we're having in Washington, I can see a photo of that. I think
You must send it, yeah,
the workshop.
You must send it to print one loading.
3 or 4 the workshop. We're benefiting from that. I'm a beneficiary of that. So should not be advocating for guest alone, but every setup. Because that so she did in the past, that so she did before is part of her. But look at Katrin Boakai, that was said donor to the security in a year. 5 donors said to them, they must buy. 12 years, security said the husband buy donor for her, buy quarter for her. Then she excelled to that position. What difference will she make? She doesn't care about us. She doesn't care about all those young people, young girls and women. She doesn't care. As far as she concerned, money come to her pocket every day, she's satisfied. When was the last time you saw in Bombay County? What she here for? Helping young woman Bombay County. When the last time they talking about children get raped, she cares. She doesn't care. She doesn't care at all. So we can even talk about that in that 4 of months. Katrin Boakai do not care. All she cared about, when the last time you saw that she even wanted the orphans? When the last time? Since the day you opened the project that Boakai started, she wanted to finish, she opened it from that place. When the last talk about going to see the orphans? When the last time she organized a women group? The woman used to that. Is that her lifestyle? She don't used to it. Now that Boakai, we are what in refugee camp, in Ghana, in Ivory Coast, in Malay, in Guinea-Bissau. She was all around with her husband, standing by him. So it's not part of her DNA. She doesn't care. It's not her business. That woman have not understand the role of a first lady. She haven't understand that role yet. 2 years have gone, 2 years elapsed, she don't understand. When they tell you, all she cares about, her children live good life, she enjoy herself, have party, marry me. That's all. We saw the one you are always celebrating or anniversary. 12 year vice president, this anniversary. We saw them recently. But of course, she lived that life, so this thing has nothing to her. It means nothing to her. She cared about the well-being of the children, of the young girls and women. That's why she launched the He for She program. The day she launched that program, even the former vice president was at that program, Chief Joe Taylor. That's why she launched the He for She program. She cared. It was her primary objective to see that every girl child get an education. Every girl child is educated. That's our objective. But our woman, does she care? The woman care. Pray. The woman care. We can call now for 100 times. She care. Thank you.
Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. You know, to just conclude on this issue, I am shocked. I'm surprised.
Why?
You would think that an elderly woman, right, as a first lady, that this woman would be the champion. of the protection of our girls in
It's
Liberia.
true. Yeah, you're right.
But this particular first lady have never put out a word that I know of encouraging girls, in showing that they are, highly spirited to further their education, or to even meet with them to give them that particular inspiration to do what is right. I've not seen it from the first lady. But again, fellow Liberians, when you choose people who are not in your interest,
Mm-hmm.
when you choose people who were literally telling you, don't vote for me, these were people who served our country for 40 plus years, and look at the kind of lifestyle. Even me, that put in my lay one or two things here, my brother, the lifestyle now that God has blessed me, that I am now living under no circumstances and condition. There are certain things that I can't do it. It's not that it's let's say it's dehumanizing, but the thing is the level that I have reached in this life.
Yeah,
God
I know
has
what you
blessed me. I
mean.
will not go back to that level.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
disrespect to people who are there. They are climbing up. Life is a ladder. They are climbing up. But I will not be able to go there again to go do it. Like, for example, I used to sell kerosene in the battle on the Bushwa Island there. Looking town, all over the place. I used to sell kerosene in battle. Now, at the level that I am right now, I can't sell kerosene in battle again. But there
Yes.
are people even older than me in Liberia or in other areas that are still selling kerosene in the battle. I mean, they are older men and they are still selling kerosene in the battle because they are trying to use that as a ladder to be able to, elevate themselves. So when they cross that level, they will not go back. Now, what I'm saying is that you look at these old people that told you and myself that they were living on loan. They were more frying color to a horse, selling it to security. Then they could not even maintain their own money where they worked for 12 years as vice president. He could not even maintain his own money to the extent that this man openly said, we're living on loan. What do you expect he and his wife to do for our kids? No wonder why there is a serious reduction in female enrollment in the schools in Liberia. These are some of the reasons where our children are being abused and the system is covering up because they feel that when they announce these things, the international community will say, something terrible is happening in Liberia. And they
Yes.
may be very, very angry with Liberia. So the guys don't want to expose it. What we are seeing, somebody will say, is just the tip of the iceberg. That's what we are
Yes.
seeing. The real deep one is under there. Imagine if a minister can rape a 13 years old girl and then police say, we got no machine, the man is okay. Think about what is happening behind the scene. These
No,
people are
yeah,
abusing
you
our
nailed it. Yeah, you nailed it. They won't get
they
bad
are
reputation also.
abusing our children
Yes,
and
it's
they are
true.
covering it up.
Yes.
Terrible things are happening in Liberia and these people are covering it up. But thank God that some of us are here. We will not rest. There shall be no resting place for the evil ones in Liberia that have taken over. I want us to, you want to come in, Leo? I see you trying to unmute yourself.
I just wanted to say, they further expose themselves even more when you didn't speak yesterday. I mean, when you were very loud yesterday, but today all of a sudden you are mute. It just exposes you the more that there's an
Sure.
agenda here.
Definitely.
They try to protect. You see, the human life or the life of a girl child is not valued in this under this regime. The girl for the life of a girl child is not valued, and it will not be valued. Well, like I said, I don't see a light at the end of this tunnel. But we got in what I thought were reputable women, with all due respect. But what's the silence for? Please, have you thought about it? Why are they mute? All of a sudden, a lady who was very vocal under the George Weah regime, for which
All of
most
it.
of this nonsense sanction that came upon our regime that were caused by some of these very ladies, my man.
Yeah.
But they are just silent, my brother. Detroit. It's
It's
something.
true.
Just think about it. Why are they mute?
Yeah, even the second lady. The second lady sort of get a spotlight now because probably in a token of the hour, her husband can become president. She's going to cater to all these things then. She said, no. I go with grandkemo. I go with general, you follow me. I get budget, you follow me. Even second lady, she should pour herself outside there now to start selling her personal brand, to start selling the personal brand in case anything happen, because 2029 is coming. But she already mute, as you said, this is a agenda. This agenda. So when they will talk again, they will talk when somebody comes up to power with silence them. They will never
That's
talk.
That's the trap we are setting. You went there. You just went there. That's the trap we are setting.
Let's hear from you.
In fact, you know what? You just went there. Let me hear them talk tomorrow.
Yeah, they will never. They will
Let's
never.
hear from you, my brother Jake. They oh God. The Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, full bench, not half bench,
full bench,
not 2 person, not the justice in chambers,
full bench,
sent for a man who have taken insult to be like a sport that will use the public space to insult just whoever. These people today that sending for this man, they benefited from his work yesterday. They were the one healing him when he was insulting other leaders. Today, he is giving them just half of the measure of the same soup that yesterday they were enjoying. And today the full bench is sending for him. My brother Jake, sometimes it's difficult to say, but these are trending national issues because we have a government that is very unserious. So when they make an issue that is not supposed to be an issue, a national discussion, all we got to do is to talk about it. We can't ignore it, whether we like it or not. That's the reality. We can't ignore it. But what do you have to say to this particular?
I will be honest here, Prince. It's a sad, another sad day for the country, sad day for the Supreme Court. They dropped the ball. Let me tell you something. You know what? I'll be honest here today. You know who elevated this guy? Your lead the opposition side when they were on the opposition side. The thing that baffled me, I will go there. That elevated a particular guy, like the beautiful Liberian women that Michael Jackson sank in that name. Disregard the political divide. You can discuss an issue, you can criticize, you can put government feet to the fire. But for that insult, it's it downgraded the whole Republic of Liberia. Prince, what you've been knowing ourselves. Even to eat during those days, even to eat on the street, you will be looking at people. People will look at you. But that guy urinated on our beautiful women. And all of them, beside politics, they were paying this particular guy for this insult. If you see this guy have the highest follower during those days, who are following this guy are so beautiful Liberian women. I'll be on that. Once you're there in America, today, that the facts, they supported the guy. They will send another girl picture to this guy. The guy discussing girls they knew, video, sex video, everything. And when they got saying, I want telephone today, everybody sending money. Videos are there, thousands of followers. So the politics in Liberia reduced because of the hatred of George. We are the country got reduced. The country got reduced to the hatred of the former president. And the Unity Party, they embrace it. Like the lack of, not only this guy, the lack of Yeke Kwaduba. That today, Sally with the opposition now. Me, I don't come Yeke Kwaduba now. I'll be honest here to people. These are demons in disguise. The only way out to insult women, to downgrade women in the fullest manner, and the Liberian people clapping. Because today, they normally conquer them, he disgraced them. Jeremiah Kun and the speaker then. So will that be obvious here? Let us be sincere yet I was said. For this will not repeat no more. We can discuss the issue. You can criticize the president. You can talk to president. You can call this. You can call corruption. But going deeply to discuss women who the inner manner in fact, I'll be honest, the boys in that code now. But let's set the example on this guy to tell you the truth. Let us be honest here. Would I come in with a criticize with the discuss issue? We don't insult women. It's not Liberian people thing. It's not Liberian really ready. Beside the Christian Foundation, this is not a Liberian people thing. We don't know how this guy got away with these things here. Because there's the same United Party. I was surprised Jeremiah Kuhn of all people, vice president. Now you can become president of the Republic tomorrow. You sit, you go there, you laughing, video carry you. Please, beside that thing, please, they get damaging thing that you never saw behind the scene. You're not about Prophet Key. No, I don't look at Prophet Key. I don't look at other people when they come in, like Queen Johnson. You saw her, a woman, say, I'm supporting Prophet Key, that working that cause of Joshua then death today. She stay with, she don't have no remorse, praying that the plan gave her on the game. I say, wow. So that the society will find ourselves in today. You call Joshua death. Joshua own a family that goes silent. Nobody can check you. You get it? It's a society, you will never be showing faces, you will be in the corner, getting your remorse to see, hey, the Bible can give you that forgiveness. So pray, in 2029, so pray, just if they don't rule the country again, they will not be in that country. They will never live in the country. Probably they will prepare themselves now to go to exile. They will go to start preparing American visa now. When they lose election, then they go in America. She had the audacity, the videos are there, that she's supporting Prophet Key because Prophet Key brought the government to power. The higher reduce the whole country in NATO, reduce the whole country. Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, reduce the whole country. So please, it's a sad day for the country, and it's the country divided. I said so like women. Please, I don't know what happened to our. Yeah. Please, I don't know what happened to our beautiful women.
I'm getting you.
Please, you know our women are divided. They divided on their case here. So when they say supporting Prophet Key is sorting, yes, the champion in there. So when they march to that place, they march to supporting. They march to support. That's why I can say, but wait, what's going on in the modern era? Liberian a guy that married a foreign woman, disgracing your dad. He can do that thing in Africa. He can go there on a foreign woman in a dad. You will go. Our foreign brother, they're coming for you. That foreign brother, we live in Cote d'Ivoire. You take a foreign woman as a clean, you bomb by her, but you disgracing our. Then women paying you, they buying you car, they paying your everything. Then the president shaking your hand. He had even insulted Katumo Boakai many occasions. The videos are there. Then Jeremiah Kuhn won't become president of the Republic of Liberia. They're standing in waiting to support this guy. To follow all people. They're all in the Supreme Court, cheering this guy on. It baffles me. We are dead. Please, something happened to that country. I know it's a curse on that nation. It's a curse on that nation. Then you can never do this. No. You able to just be insulting Tinubu, where that Tinubu in Nigeria? Or you know who coming for you? Now Tinubu, that Tinubu's real fan club, you will lose in Nigeria. That continuous thing, you will lose. Is that a behavior of Liberia? Is that a true? That's not a true Liberian behavior. But a bunch of Americans, the Liberian female, beautiful women, like Michael Jackson sang in your name. The guy urinated on your disgrace, but you're still championing this guy because of political divide. It baffled me in the Republic of Liberia. Then they say he will come back to court because you never have a lawyer. The legislation, let me tell you something. Young can candidate into a main new law. You can discuss politics. But that man causing story in the whole Republic of Liberia. Listen, so with some Augustus sisters, man. But Prince, let me tell you something. I'll be honest here. Some of them know the land to walk on. Some of us, we live in the West, we got different mentality now. We got different mentality. I like bring people let it slide with other people there. But some people family, they will take it personal with you. They will go there. They will go there with you. Especially that beautiful daughter, the way they cherish. These are people where women, where men cherish. That what there you go there. No, but that's a sad day for Liberia. The whole country is divided. Women divided on the why women sort of come together today. But see the country divided. God urinated on them.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Let's hear from Louis. Louis, what are you making of this whole
Let me. Can you guys?
story?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are getting you loud and clear. Yeah, we are getting you, Louis. We are hearing you.
Okay. First, let me make a recommendation. You put the recommendation first, then I'm going to want to go because I'll get lost in traffic.
Yeah.
Prince,
You hearing
we
him?
need to take under the power hot. We need to take it's a recommendation. We need to take. You getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Yeah.
Can you get me?
Yeah, I'm getting
All
you.
right.
Yeah.
We need to take on the we need to take on the power hot to another level, where in which though you understand, but we're not getting Liberia where we'll be able to move from village to village, community to community on the type of issues so that people will listen, so that the audience will listen to what the people have to say. Sometimes we come here every time talking, they feel that, oh, they forget talking. Only listening to the other audience, they will listen to the Liberian people themselves who is suffering, who are going through these things, so to take us serious. Like the other network, we need to get on the ground here where we'll go from places to places, talking to people on the different topics. Having said that, Prince, can you remember 2024 when Julie Andy, the former culture ambassador, took Prophet Key to court? Can you remember that story?
Yeah.
When the former culture ambassador took Prophet Key to court, the legal advisor to the president called to the court and ordered Prophet Key to be released. At the end of the day, that was disrespect to our women. That was disrespect to our mothers. That was disrespect to our girls. That was disrespect to our sisters. That the legal advisor to the president will order the court to throw the case outside. So in terms of issue of Prophet Key going to the court, the issue of abusing the Supreme Court bench, all that is a myth. Today, you saw what happened. They may appear to the court, he told the court that he didn't get a lawyer. So say man get a lawyer, they provided 2 lawyers for him. They provided 2 lawyers for him and tell him to come back Thursday. Say they provided a lawyer, they responsible to pay the lawyer. How can somebody you go to court? Asu Prince, for example. Asu Prince, Prince get a lawyer to defend him. Then I tell the court, okay, I give Prince lawyer, so many people go to the court. It makes sense? The court itself should provide government lawyer for him, but they can provide 2 lawyers for him. So let's see what happens on Thursday. Nothing will come outside. At the end of the day, they will tell Prophet Key to appoint to the Supreme Court bench, and you appoint to the Supreme Court bench. That'll be the end of the case. You apologize to the Supreme Court, and that'll be the end. Before the central by-election in Nima County, They see Boakai again was dragged to the court. You put beyond but what the vice president did. The vice president stepped in the situation and rescued Boakai. And rescued Boakai. Nothing will happen. Boakai is a key figure to this government. He campaigned for this government. He used the plan for this government. Nothing will happen. Because the government feel they need Boakai in 2029 to continue causing our mothers, to continue causing our sisters, to continue causing our girls. So nothing will happen. So okay, we should have our here on the other topic here. We'll go up, we'll come down. Boakai will walk on Thursday, you walk off free for that court. Can you imagine? The mother is a civil matter. That matter is a civil matter. None will come out of that thing. Boakai will continue to insult our women, our girls, our sisters, our mothers, our grandmothers. You saw a web post. Where he were posted is very discouraging as a woman to post such a thing on the social media, defending your husband. I can't say what she posted. I can say yeah. I got very disappointed in her as a woman, defending your husband in that manner. Because you know, if she don't do it, when the man come back, the man will go for her. I was ashamed for her as a man. I was ashamed for her. That shows no respect to our women. That shows no respect to any woman as a whole. Show no respect to her. But that's what he said. Nothing we can do about it. Our hands are tied. Julie anytime they made a call for insulting her. Why you call the legal advisor to the president, call the court. And I came on through us. Where you in 2024. So what will happen? Nothing. Absolutely nothing will happen.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother Louis. Let's go to Leo. Leo,
Yeah.
let's hear your take on this issue.
So that move on to the next talking point.
This because I must say I suffered at the hands of PK. I was on spoon one time and I said something and that guy killed for me heavily, but man. All my grandparents they got went for. But Prince, Liberia, man, Liberia, we are very conflicting on who we are. Moral value wise, we are very conflicting. That's why our kids are ended up turning the way they are, where children are not afraid to insult older people, where children are not even afraid. Look, I remember during our days growing up, you see an old lady with a plastic bag, you run to help her. Because if your mind here, like, oh, you jump about that woman, that whipping. I remember the days where when older people are speaking, even for you to speak, you just sit down and listen. You're not being timid, but you are just there to take in. But in this society, you created a monster. The monster has turned back to you. And you guys are causing noise. I am clapping for Prophet Key. Call me what you want. Say what you want about me. I am here. No, as a matter of fact, Prophet Key needs to go for that Supreme Court. I mean, for that judge, even more. Sorry, I'm saying this on my brother's platform. There's a saying that what the devil meant for evil, God has turned it around. Oh, it was just yesterday when this guy was insulting our beloved president and his wife, his entire family, even his dead mother. Said all kind of inhumane things about that lady. Oh, now today the table has turned. Newsflash, oh, Prophet Key is arrested and you expect me to come and be... No! You only get what you created. You get what you created, Prince. I will never see myself in any kind of room with a PK. It will not happen. One of us got to go to the hospital. Or jail, better yet. One of us. My man, look. President Boakai, who benefited from this? Huh? His entire regime right now. So if they are going for Perfect Key, are they willing to go for Jeremiah Pierre too? Are they willing to do that? And there are other people in this government that are cussing right now. His Excellency. One of the guys was comparing George Weah to something. I don't want to repeat on this side. Oh no, the shoe is on the other foot now. So now you go for PK. Huh? But let me ask you, what are the council of churches?
Bro, the council of churches, Joseph Newman Boyka finish giving them job.
It's silence
But
them.
then they drinking beer, enjoying themselves.
What's the Muslim community?
You can find it. And the last time they whip some of them. Nothing came for out of it.
I arrested it, yeah. So
Yeah.
you see, I'm not trying to qualify what PK did here, but sometimes we gotta be careful. Even the yeke, my own big brother. I call him one time, say, I'm not trying to tell you to seize down, but sometimes the rain don't fall on one door, and he thought I was being disrespectful. But you see what you get. But look, Prophet Key is giving a dosage of their own medicine. Your creator a monster. The monster has now turned around to you, and then Supreme Court look at the guy even disrespected the court. He disrespected the court. The court gave you a week notice. You went to the court empty-handed with hands in pocket swinging. And the guy said it. Nothing I will do to them. And it's true. This regime has no moral value, no moral reptitude to call a Prophet Key. It's hypocrisy. You're being a hypocrite. Oh, you're only doing it because you got a bullet pulpit to do so. Let the man walk. Give the man freedom. Let the man walk. As a matter of fact, I clap for PK. Give it back to them. So that you can know that Pepe don't have indoor alone. Let PK, let can say you want to say that in the Pepe and boss it. It's not funny, it's not laughable, but the rights of our women has been dumped in into the dumpster. I will compare this Prophet Key Act as equivalent to the gender minister not speaking. I compare both to be the same. And anybody want to argue that we can get on a platform and do that? I compare the same. Prophet Key is cussing somewhere. The Ministry of Gender is sitting somewhere. The judges are sitting somewhere and enjoying it. So what you do to one, you get it. We've all alluded to what they did to Judy Andy here. It was the same Supreme Court. For the eyes sake of men, they say, oh, let's bring it to court. But it was all fallacy. It's all charade for bluff. So please, let's not waste our time. Prophet Key right now, he's saying, now probably writing. He said, one time you were saying that he will read book, of course.
This whole thing, fellow Liberians, I'm looking at it from another angle.
Yeah.
We told you that Mr. Boyka has destroyed the entire fabric of our nation. And some of you think we are joking.
Yeah.
When we sit here and tell you that this man that we call a president, some of you call a president, that this man has destroyed every, just every sector of our country. Some of you, this is Joseph Numa Boyka plan that he's trying to accomplish. And it's working.
Yeah.
Joseph Numa Boyka wants to have an absolute control over all the other branches. Whatever he says happens.
Yeah.
Whatever he wants to be done there must be done ASAP, immediately. Why are we surprised? I was displaying the picture and I'm going to display it again. This is Opa. This is Opa right there shaking the hands of Joseph Numa Boyka at the, how you call the thing, when they were having this program where they said they were buying their headquarters. This is Opa. Are we forgetting what this guy did? This guy insulted almost everybody. When we tell you that Boyka is just an idiot of a person who is just in an elderly person form, some of you think that we're joking. Growing up, I grew up in a very traditional home. A very traditional home. I remember growing up, your peers, people of your same age,
yeah,
There are certain words you don't even use to them. When they carry a complaint, that's an issue. Serious issue. With the exception of them beating you, you will not even eat.
Yeah.
But Joseph Numa Boakai is telling us that, look, this men have destroyed the very fabric of our nation that all of us would think that we should be proud of. Boakai is not doing this thing because he loves Liberia. Boakai is doing it because he wants to destroy our country. The children now will be looking at this, that this is the best way to proceed when you have issues with people. There are some children who are learning the examples
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Joseph Numa Boakai did not call the students who did exceptionally well in WAEC to shake their hands or to go and visit him. He did not call the girls who did exceptionally well in this going WAEC to come and shake his hands. But he called somebody who were abused in the afternoon, in the morning, and in the night to go and shake his hand.
The person was even happy to see the man.
Very happy.
In action, he was happy. He said, "Oh, that the prophet can't shake my hand, my son." He called him a son.
The legal advisor to the president was able to tell the court, "Your lead that man. Let a man go. You don't have
Yeah.
that man. That man that one man." I said something today in one of the places that I can write. I said some of the insults that these guys used yesterday, we can use worse than that.
Oh,
But the
yeah, of
reason why
course.
we will not do it because one, we are from home. We have parental upbringing. When we sit on this platform, family members of ours are here. They are watching. And more besides the men who we follow. He does not take pride in some of these things. He does not take pride in it. So he will always say, "Yeah, just forget it. You
That's not who he
let
is.
it be. Leave it, let it be." But this is just to tell you, fellow Liberian, like we all say, nothing is going to come of it. Because Boakai himself does not even respect the court system. No, he does not. Nothing the court doing at there, how you call for nothing big show. Nothing will
Blood.
come for RA. Nothing will come
Tariq.
for RA. To the extent that people talking, you see the vice president saying that they're laughing. Hey, look at it. They look at it all wine. Look, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia has no moral. That man is moralless. Let me tell
No,
you
none.
this. You
None.
see, that's why the people will always say, when you allow somebody who you know you can correct to insult another person and you clap him, it will come back at you tomorrow.
Yeah.
When Siane Yor was, leaving the court or telling you were having or what a exit,
Yeah. Which was
whatever program
retiring.
or retiring program. What did Joseph Numa Boakai do? Joseph Numa Boakai ain't go there.
Nothing.
They man where today he saying the Chief Justice. He didn't go there. He was on the other side. He sided with Joseph Numa Boakai to go on the other side to go have his program. Somebody who you think will have sense and say, no, this lady will work together. She's a colleague. We don't think it's good that while she's having her retirement program, then we're having something else. Mr. President, this is not supposed to be like that. Let's go to her. Let's support her. Let's have a program. After war, we'll be able to come and have this. He didn't do it. He did not do it. So this particular man is just like I don't know. He's misplaced. He don't even know why he is there. This was the man that was insulted by a lawmaker when he said on the issue of this how you call Arson case.
Yeah.
When a lawmaker look at him and say,
Yeah.
hey, man, they can't do
Cabinet
soccer
bidding.
then. Yeah, cabinet bidding case. They can't do soccer. He ain't call that man. These people have literally sold their soul. Long time they sold it to Joseph Numa Boakai. So he would treat them as a slave. They have no moral. They have no moral. The only thing is that they are in a building that is well respected, a building that has moral. But the
Yeah.
individuals, some of them have no moral. No, there's no moral. There's no moral. These people have never called up this particular idiot who abused his own mother. You think it's strange?
Yeah.
This boy abused his own mother.
Yeah.
One person that they got afraid of is me because he never thought I'm going to dig out his story. He used to be cutting around. I said, don't worry.
Oh, you dug out something on here?
Oh, I went to an uncle. An uncle gave me a lineup. When I put it on Facebook, it was some years ago. He came on,
Yeah.
he started talking. I said, look, me and you can go that level. I will just tell you what you did to your own mother. Oh, it hurt him. Yeah. That thing hurt him to the extent that he went to an uncle, to the extent that I called the uncle said, come on in. No,
Yeah.
he went to an uncle, he had a serious issue with uncle. That he would do there with uncle. Uncle said, leader man, you can't do me nothing. About that, yeah, you can do, you can try it. You know who am I? So what I'm saying is that this is a man without moral. But this is the kind of people that Joseph Juma Boakai associates with. That's why when I hear people say, oh, the thing I just said, the thing they put doing Boakai not aware. Boakai here aware that our Opa in front of him shaking your hand. So you understand me? He is not aware. But this old man has no moral. This whole family, they get moral. They people that can steal money from students. They say in the name of scholarship. The president, he did only 4 lady 2 day or own. Are there people expect anything good from? Can anything good come from out of these people?
The man is a con artist. The man that can look at good and sell good.
I know, right? Get salt to go and sell it. But my brother Leo, let's hear from you as we try to close this.
Let me do my closing. Yes, of course, it's been good to be here again. Let me say thanks to our listening audience. Thank you, Prince, of course. Look, 2029 is not far from around here. 2029 is not far from around here. Whilst His Excellency Dr. George Manawia is getting ready for a massive comeback on the first ballot, first round. The only thing I can say right now, my people, let's continue to speak out. Let's continue to pressure this government to do right by the people, Prince. We will not relent. We will not stop because our families are there, our people are there, mothers and fathers and children are there. We see what's going on right now in our country. You got thousands of people that are sleeping under bridges, makeshift buildings and school buildings and whatnot in their own home. They have become refugees. We don't expect anything good. We see funds massively acquired by these guys that are in office because they know that there's no second chance for them in 2029 because they want to run away. But newsflash, we got what's coming for you. So let's keep our president in prayers. Of course, the man is going to be one of the finest 60-year-old men in our country. I pray for him every day that God's grace will be upon him and his family. Our first lady looking beautiful as ever. Look, you know what? During Katumu young days, she would have loved to be like SLS Madam Claire, but we're not there. That woman took her time. She went to school. She kept herself decent, moral values. I mean, that's something that every mother, every woman, every man will want a child to emulate, to look like in Madam Claire. And that's somebody I know personally, respect personally. So I'm just happy for the future of Liberia coming back, under His Excellency Dr. George Manawia, because look, a man who has been tested and tried, he's been proven that he's not hungry for position. He's not hungry for whatever it is, that he can give it back so easily. That tells you of a man's legacy and his moral values. Nothing fills this guy's eyes, a prince. No amount of wealth you can throw his way. That's why when I'm in forums and in rooms, when people begin to denigrate and start stealing stuff, I don't speak. I just let the record speak for itself. I just begin to post. If you go on my page right now, you see a lot of people talking nonsense. But I just post and let it judge. You go judge. I just do my post. And that's what we plan to represent. But I can tell you, Prince, mark this day. It will be on the first ballot. First ballot, because we are sealing every loophole. Look, we will be on the ground. We are going to, look, we are creating, look, because these people think they can do things that we don't know, that they don't know that we've already known what the plans are. So we're just going to counter them when they go, oh, Leo, you're here. I know you are here. Of course, we are in any room. Okay, somebody saw me in some kind of room, some kind of chat room, they feel it. I was a ghost appearing. But that's what we say, His Excellency Dr. George Manawia is God sent, is God given to our nation. So, Prince, let's just keep him in our prayers that, that he come back and do the people's work. I thank you for being here, and I'm always available, Prince. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I want to, first of all, start by saying the CDC USA convention is going to be in Iowa. from June the 24th to the 28th, 2026, this year. If you are a citizen living in the US, get ready. It's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to all meet in Philadelphia.
I can't wait.
His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah will be there, and it'll be a very wonderful convention. We will be sitting with His Excellency, having some family talk. Family talk, partisan talk. We will be having a very great interaction with him. So let's get ready. To all of us, get ready for PE. It's going to be a wonderful time. Today is going to be a meeting, but anyway, that meeting is for but it's going to be a meeting today. So everything is in place. It's just a wonderful. Also, the New York, they are going to be having their own convention on the 21st, which will be
Yeah.
Saturday. So let's keep them in our prayers. When we see their flyer, let's share it. Let's inform other friends that are in New York that it's going to be a wonderful time in New York on Saturday, 6 p.m. It's going to be a great time. So join us there as we celebrate with our brothers in New York for their own convention. And it's going to be wonderful. So again, fellow Liberians, we just want to say thanks to each and every one of you. The page is here. It's Honor the Palava Hut. We are on YouTube. We are on X. We are on, just everywhere that you can think about. And we try to extend it. But sometimes it's not easy. Finances, competing priorities, somebody say. But, we are grateful that we are doing the best that we can do. I want to say thank you all very much. Continue to follow the page. Let's continue to interact. You have your right to your opinion. The only thing, let's be respectful. You don't have to insult on this platform because we're not tolerated. You don't have to use any vulgarity, but you can disagree once it is the issue, and we respect your opinion. On this note, again, I want to say, my brother Leo, thank you. It's a privilege for us to have you in our cycle, and we hope and pray that together we can make this better. Thank you so much.
We will. Thank you, my brother. Have a blessed day.
Thanks to all of you, my people. I say thanks to all of you. In a special way, I want to say thanks to Christopher. I want to say thanks to Elijah, to Anthony. I want to say thanks to all of you. All of you. Asata, Mela, you are highly welcome. Mamata son, we appreciate you. Roosevelt Kroma, thank you so much. Anthony Willie, we say thank you. Monkonje, how are you, Monkonje? I want to say thank you. We appreciate your presence. Sharif Tiko, thank you so much. Jonathan James, we appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Bishop, how are you, Bishop? Bishop Hagar, we want to say you are highly welcome. Daniel, thank you so much. We appreciate your presence. All of you, Venetia's Virginia, how are you? We want to say you are highly welcome. We appreciate you. My people, until we meet again, hopefully on another day or another time, have yourself a God bless day. Love you all. Let's get ready. PA as we grace our convention, which will be in June. Until we meet again, thank you and bye from our end.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.